Hey everyone, and welcome to the finale of the Ul'dah opening arc in Final Fantasy XIV. We are finally here. The final two quests of the Ul'dah opening arc, starting with the Ul'dahn Envoy. Hello there, Ralban. What job do you have for me to do? Listen well, Satora, this will take some time to explain. Alright, Ralban means to entrust you with a task of the utmost import. I've prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. "5 years ago, we looked on powerless as our brothers and sisters were taken from us at Carteneau, first by the Garleans and then by the thrice-damned Primal called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades, and of the warriors of light of whom no trace remained. The tragedies of the Calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. In remembering all that we've lost, we're reminded of what we still have. And so I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Carteneau with a memorial service honoring the fallen. It is my hope that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I would have you bear my words to them as my personal envoy. Why you? Because your deeds mark you out as the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I can think of none more worthy of the role. The question is, will you accept it?" Of course. Then it is agreed. You will journey to Gridania and Limsa as my official representative. Now, that's a great many malms to travel, but I have neither the time nor patience to wait around for you while you do it on foot. I hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. This pass serves as proof of your privilege. Gone are the days when airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attack has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when circumstance demands it, as in this case, though there were others who insisted you be granted one regardless. Aye, Satora, I am not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. But I have said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you go forth. See for yourself the wonders of the realm for which the warriors of light risked all. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise. And should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the bold. Now go, Satora, and heed the crystal's guidance should you ever lose your way. Alright, we now have permission to set out on airships. Fantastic, let's go say farewell to Momodi and then make our way to the airship landing. Alright, Momodi. You know what, let's take the side entrance this time. Hello there, Momodi Modi! I have great news on my part. Back from your meeting with Ralban, are you? What did the big man have to say? Is that a fact? Personal envoy of the Flame General himself. So you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will you? And by airship, bugger me, that's an honor and a half, that is. But I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm proud of you, Satora, I truly am. Now, I dare say Ralban told you this, but not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most folk go to their graves having never once seen an Eorzea from above. Poor buggers shuffle off to meet Thalnet having never known the blues of Limsa shimmering seas or the myriad greens of leafy Gridania. But not you, Satora, you'll see those sights and more, and everywhere you go you'll find fascinating folk with fascinating tales to tell. The people you meet, the places you go, savor these experiences. For they are priceless, all. Saying that, it'd be remiss of me if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. Ul'dah ain't the only place beset by troubles, as you'll discover when you visit Limsa and Gridania. Truth be told, that might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of woman you are, Satora. And what kind's that, you ask? Why, the kind that can't resist sticking her nose in other people's business, of course. And don't you ever go changing. Safe travels, Satora. I'll see you when you get back. Alright, let's head on to the airship landing. Fastest way will probably... We could go take the elevator, but I think it'd be slightly faster to go take the Ethernet. Can't believe they wouldn't let me jump off the stairs. Alright, hello, Eleonora. Greetings, madam. This is the reservation counter for passengers traveling to Lemza-Lominsa. If I'm not mistaken, you are the Flame General's envoy, Satora Epicon, yes? Highwind Skyways is at your service. Will you be flying with us today? I will. Alright, let's board that boat. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for Lemza-Lominsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. When first we met beneath the Sultan Tree, I sensed there was something unusual about her. I wonder if they will feel the same. Godspeed, Satora, Godspeed. If I'm right, they'll be singing your praises from here to the far reach before long. May you always walk in the light of the crystal.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Agrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartener. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Ul'dahn, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
What do you mean Lady Lilyrose was Nanamo? Oh my god, I feel so dumb. Of course that was Nanamo. God dang it. So we met her all the way back at the beginning of this questline. We straight up walked up and said, "Hi! Hi, Nanamo," except we don't know who you are. That's so incredibly funny to me. Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Limsa, madam. Admiral Blufiswin awaits your arrival. Alright, thank you for the welcome. Let's go speak to Merlvib. You are the Ul'dahn Envoy. Welcome to Limsa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthale. He'll be most pleased to show you into the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Alright, let's do it. Down to the Bulwark Hall. And before we go speak to Merlvib, I am going to go grab the Aetheryte in the area and set it as my free teleport spot. Mostly because it'll make things a little bit easier later on in this same episode. If you've seen the Gridania opening arc, you know what I'm planning to do. Let's go ahead and set this as our free destination in place of Horizon. And let's head on to speak to Merlvib. Alright, hello there, Xanthale. I have come from Ul'dah to deliver a letter. Greetings, madam, and welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry. Yeah, it's right here. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies, we cannot afford to be complacent, you understand. Please step this way.
Enter. So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Ul'dahns place great faith in you. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melvib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from Thanalan?
A memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was in answer to the Imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans, the Meteor Project. Legatus Nael van Darnus, Hell's Takem, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the Lesser Moon Dalamud from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartano Flats and there met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamud came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared a little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louisoix still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nation struggled to recover from the devastation, the Beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us up unprepared. And I speak not only of the Beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders waiting to strike. Damn it all, we need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short and none will save us save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea. And this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Raubahn has a right of it. I accept his proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Flame General receives my reply. You travel next to Gridania, yes? Pray give my regards to the Elder Seedseer. Oh, and tell her the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. I fare you well, Satora. May the navigator guide you on your journey. Alright, we have delivered our letter here. On to Gridania for the other one. Back up to the airship landing and let's set out. Greetings, madam. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. A pleasure to serve you again, madam. Are you ready to board the airship to Gridania? I am indeed. Alright, let's set out. Alright, Gridania. Still a very pretty place. I love it a lot. I just hate the frickin' city here. God. Why has everyone gotta be racist in Gridania? Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Gridania, madam. The Elder Seedseer awaits your arrival. Alright, hello there. Where can I go to meet with the Seedseer? Greetings, good madam. You are the Ul'dahn Envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nafika's altar. She'll admit you to the Lotus Stand where the Elder Seedseer awaits. Alright, thank you so much. Let's get up there and go speak to Connie Senna. Too bad we don't have our Ethernet shards all attuned with, so we have to walk. Thankfully, it's not the longest walk in the world. And we've been here before. This is familiar territory for me, so won't be hard to find our way. Alright, there we are. Hello there, silent conjurer. You are the Ul'dahn Envoy? Begging your pardons, madam, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Yeah, it's right here. Verily, this is the seal of the Supreme Commander of the Immortal Flames. Please come with me.
So you are the Ul'dahn Envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Connie Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
A remembrance service for the fallen of Cartanau. Pray tell me, adventurer, what do you know of our conflict with the Empire? I've been told quite a bit. It would seem my counterparts recounted the tale in some detail. That is well. A message from the Admiral? A wolf has been sniffing around her stables, you say? I see. Well, I shall be pleased to provide her with such counsel as I am able. But first, friend of my friend, I would tell you more of the Garlean threat. For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even among the most influential nations in Elsebard, the northern continent. However, its innovations in the field of magitech some 50 years past helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Emboldened by this technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each into its ever-expanding territory. And when all of Ilsabard lay within its grasp, it turned its ravenous gaze upon Eorzea. Yet Garlemald's transformation did not come about by virtue of magitech alone. Its success owed much to the consummate leadership of its first and reigning emperor, Solus Zolsgalvis, the man who built an empire in his own lifetime. Yet he has lived long, and after more than 80 winters, it is said that he grows frail and ever more prone to illness. If rumors are to be believed, the matter of succession has destabilized the imperial court. This would explain the empire's relative inactivity in recent years, which has granted us much-needed time to rebuild. Yet we cannot allow ourselves to become complacent, for Garlemald still maintains a presence in Eorzea, in the form of the 14th Imperial Legion. Commanding this great host is Legatus Gaius von Baelsar, a man whose ambitions are well known to us. So long as he breathes Eorzean air, none of us may sleep easy. The calamity wreaked such devastation upon the realm that it has been all we could do to nurse our wounds, never mind rebuild our defenses. Simply put, we have not the strength to repel the Empire. To add to our woes, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, whose very existence is a bane upon the land. Each nation is beset with its own primal problem. None has the resources to look beyond its own borders. The Admiral desires my counsel regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. Though the primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival, the threat posed by the Garleans is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think only of that which occurs within its own borders. A storm gathers upon the horizon. If we are to weather it, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may help to rekindle the spirit of unity which brought the peoples of Eorzea together when last the Empire threatened our liberty. The Flame General was wise to make his proposal, and I wholeheartedly approve of it. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. Your work here is done, my friend. I shall send my reply to the Flame General forthwith. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safely home. Alright, and that concludes the Ul'dahn Envoy. We may now make use of the airship routes connecting the three nations for 120 gil per trip. And before we head on anywhere else, we have one more main scenario quest to finally bring an end to the Ul'dah opening arc. Hello there, Serpent Officer. The Serpent Officer has information that may be of interest to you. I pray your meeting with the Elder Seedseer went well, my Lady Envoy. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but did you not also deliver a message to Admiral Merlvib Bluefistwin of Limzolominsa? While you were there, did you happen to meet Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench? Gregarious gentleman, always happy to help his fellow man. Well, I am told that he has a task for a capable adventure. I know not what the task entails, but I dare say the Flame General's personal envoy would make a fine candidate. If you are interested in learning more, pray speak with Baderon at his establishment. Alright, let's go meet with Baderon to finally finish up this storyline. So, plans. Now that this is done, we have finished up all 3 opening story arcs in this series. We are going on a 1-week break after this, and then once that 1-week break is over, we'll be returning with Chapter 4 of A Realm Reborn, the final chapter before the end of the game. We are coming in on the end of the base game of Final Fantasy XIV, and it's exciting, but we still have so far to go. I cannot wait to show you all the twists and turns that the story takes, everything we're going to learn, everything we're going to do. It's so exciting. So yes, a 1-week break after this, and then we return with the final chapter of A Realm Reborn's base game. But for now, Baderon. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you in a... I'm Baderon, alright. Who's asking? Ah, Ul'dah's got a job for a capable adventurer, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding hairy. But if you still think you're interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. And from here, the storyline is the same regardless of where you started the game. So then, at last, that'll be it for Satora Epicon. We are returning back to our main character, Satora Lancy, and we're going to be seeing what lies in store for her as she continues to try and help Eorzea as a member of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I will see everyone next time, in about a week after our break, as we begin the final chapter of A Realm Reborn. I'll see everyone next time for that.